How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream, playing the good old rock. There's a couple changes I made since the last stream I did. First of all, I added some fulminators into the sideboard. I felt like Valakut was kind of a huge hole in the sideboard. Like literally, I don't have much to bring in. I'm pretty much hoping to go discard into Goyf into Liliana and hope to get there. And if they just make their land drops, I'm pretty much losing the game. The only chance I have is if they naturally play the Valakut and I can surgical it away. So a little bad there. Plus, like, Fulminator is actually a pretty versatile card. Like, against those mana-intensive combo decks like Ad Nauseam and stuff. And, like, even versus like KCI as utility, because you can blow up like Inventor's Fair or like Buried Ruin. And versus Control, it's pretty good because it blew up their Celestial Colonnade, and they don't really want to burn a removal spell on it. So it's pretty solid. And then the main thing is a minor change that I made is I had a 3-1 Treetop Village using Quagmire split, and I just made it into a 2-2. If you read Frank Karsten's article about mana bases, you want 18 black sources if you want to cast Liliana on turn 3. And I had 16, so I just made it 17. It's close enough. If you read Flying Delver's article about mana bases, he was saying how you want it is possible if you want 18 mana sources, but you have to run a Twilight Mire, and I don't want to run Twilight Mire since it kind of nobbles with Damping Spear. And it just decreases the number of lands that can let you cast turn 1 discard spell. But other than that, like, so 17 mana black sources is, I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. You theoretically should want 18. The only place where I feel like I'm really cheating is the amount of green sources I have in the deck. I have 6, 8, 10, 16. Yeah, I have 16 green sources. You want 18 to cast Kitchen Fix consistently. But I don't want to. I can see cutting this 5th basic swamp for like a fetch land. So we have that 17th green source as well. It also synergizes with Tireless Tracker. But we'll see. I've been liking the 5th basic for Field Ruin, so we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, let's get the league going. It started later than usual. Usually I start streaming around like 5:30 my local time, but it's 8:30 or almost 8:30. So went to the gym with my girlfriend and grabbed dinner with her, so it's a little later start than usual. So I'm probably going to be playing really crappy towards the end of the night because I usually go to bed around 9:30, 10 o'clock because I have to wake up at 5 o'clock for work in the morning. So I'm probably going to be playing like crap today, just throwing that out there. But I hope everyone's having a good week. It's almost Friday. Back in California, it's been kind of shitty because of the forest fires. Like, it's pretty bad outside. This hand's fine on the play. On the draw, it's pretty risky, but on the play, having a turn 2 Bob play. Hope everyone's having a good week. Can't wait for tomorrow. Just kick back. Ooh, Blackstones. Oh, is it Death and Taxes? Death and Taxes is cute. Definitely cute. Well, yeah, last up's really good in this matchup. My opponent keep a one-liner. Wow. My opponent is in a world of pain. I don't think there's a 2-mana flash creature. I know like there's even Mind Sensor, but I'm gonna be drawing a lot of cards off this spot if my opponent doesn't have a Path to Exile. And if he had a Path to Exile, he would have Pathed me anyway. Is he just gonna crack this clue? I mean, the damage is done here. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Interesting line of play. You know, something like a Mirroring Crusader, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Okay. It's kind of a rock and a hard place what he wants to exile the Liliana. That's fine. Like, Bob's taking over the game. I don't know what else to say. Like, we're so ahead here. I could see either playing a Quagmire, or I could see argument for playing the fetch land, just to get the maximum amount of clues, but I think I'm going to play the Quagmire, just in case he has some sort of go white strategy, or some Planeswalker like a Gideon. Interesting. I'm just drawing so many cards. like, I wonder if there's a way to like recur it. I think at this point I'm just gonna play a fetch land here, try to get the max amount of clues, and then just take over the game with this Liliana. He has Ghost Quarter from Hasting Quagmire, which kind of sucks, but what do you do? Not gonna attack because all the damage is prevented. That's awkward. I'm gonna fetch shock here. Get a clue. That's fine. I mean, this Liliana is just gonna take over the game, I feel like. Don't have enough mana to... Yeah, I have enough mana to swing with the Quagmire. I can see the argument for playing the Collective Brutality just to duress. See if he has another Wrath. But, like, this Dark Confidant is gonna be taking over the game again. Flooding pretty hard here. I'm drawing a lot of lands. 11 lands. Scavenging Ooze was a good draw. What did he do? What was he doing on my draw step? That's fine. I guess I could crack a clue here. Use that mana. That was a good draw. Thoughtseize here. Wow, his hand is trash. Like, damn. And look at this last hope can kill my ball if my life total ever gets too low. Yep. I guess Liliana's down. Oh, Scavenging Ooze. Interesting. I guess he's gonna just let me ultimate? That sounds awkward. I mean, I guess he's trying to hope my Bob dies, but with Glyph's Collective Brutality, it's probably not happening. This Maelstrom, I don't think I need this Maelstrom Pulse. Because I can just ultimate next turn, so it's like... What's up? Do I need your pill? My opponent's also flooding like crazy. Just gonna ultimate here. Pretty much win the game. And then just have lethal on board with the brutality. If my zombies get swept. Yeah, it's just like a martyr. I don't even know what this is. It's like that. It's not even like death and taxes. I don't think it's like a martyr proc that kind of drew the wrong half of the deck. I feel like he's hoping I have a 9-drop or something. I'm pretty much just saving these removal spells for some weird planeswalker that, or some sort of like ensnaring bridge effect or something, you know, because I don't need it. So with the trigger on the stack, I can just trophy it. Yeah, this looks like that Martyr proc list that I saw that was on stream at the GP. It's a cool list. Yeah, my opponent was talking about his draws. He just crappy luck. He's flooded like crazy. From what I remember at that GP, it had like Martyr Sands. I had like Martyrs. It was like Martyr Sands, Sarah Ascendant, Squadron Hawk, and then I had like Elspeth. I think I'm going to bring in these guys. I don't know if I should cut the Fatal Push. Because like the creatures that I saw was like Sarah Ascendant, which is huge. Like I feel like maybe Fatal Push is worth it for Sarah Ascendant. But it was like a Martyr proc, Ranger of Eos. And then just like random one, it was like Hollow Burial, like you saw, Elspeth, Gideon. So maybe I cut the brutalities first, since like I'd rather have the duress. bring in the Fulminators for like a Myria, and then like cut him off. Lands to prevent him, like Elspeth. Maybe I do this and like cut 2 pushes. Because I think about the decays for like Oblivion Ring and like Banishing Light. Don't want surgicals. Cage doesn't do anything. Maybe Kitchen Finks. But I feel like a lot of the removal, like exiles, I mean, they have Wrath and stuff. But I think this is fine. I think this is fine. This hand is awkward, to say the least. Discipline Mulligan here. This hand's actually probably better. It's on the draw with a scry. Yep. Because I can actually cast a turn 1 discard spell. Okay. Wow. My opponent, I don't know what to say. Okay, so you just played the card they drew, so I know exactly what. Interesting. So now it's just a strict raise. Like, I think my opponent should have mulliganed that hand. I don't know why he kept that hand. Oh, lucky. All the Hawks. Man, Squadron Hawk's it's such a cool card. It's like super innocuous, but why didn't he attack? Like that. Oh, isn't that flying? Duh. I'm being stupid. Really? Huh. I don't know if that was a good trade for my opponent or not, but okay. You just made my Goist bigger doing that play too. So this is just an aggro. Like, I feel like we're just gonna race here. Oh, Missile Planes, that's cute. Really want my other greens. Ooh, Thraven Spectre. That's spicy. There's nothing really I want to Thoughtseize away. Maybe I just want Scavenging Ooze to get online. I don't know if I can attack here because I don't want to trade my Goy for these two guys. Maybe I do. I could also just play attack with one Goy, trade, and then play Bob. I think I attack with one Goyf here. Okay. Just play Bob. Then I take over the game. Okay. Using me cracking clues like our deck. Okay. Yep. I just need to draw lands. That's the main reason why I play the Bob. I just need to draw lands so the Scoos can take over the game. Yeah. I'm gonna attack with both Goyfs, and then play Scavenging Ooze. Let's do that. Scoos also buffers a little bit of our life as well. Flagstones. Huh. Yep. This deck can grind too. It's kind of a cool deck. Like, it's mono white, but I like it. Yep. Since he can't activate the Misspell Lanes, I can just kind of go ham on this. I'm actually tempted to Feel the Ruin here. Not Feel the Ruin, Thoughtseize here. If he drew like a Wrath or a Hollowed Burial or something. So I think the first order of business is actually Thoughtseizing here. So let's dismiss all. Thoughtseize. Walking Ballista. Ranger Reviews. Am I scared if he ballistas for 3? I don't think so. Or am I scared of the Ranger Reviews? I think I'm scared of the Ranger Reviews. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ranger here. I don't want to commit too much to the board either, because I feel like he's gonna. He still has Wraths. So I don't want to play the other Scavenging Ooze. But I think I'm gonna attack with these two guys. And I can just grow this Scavenging Ooze. He'll dodge Wrath. Feel the Ruin. Ball's been treating me well. Thanks for doing that. I mean, that just gives me more life, I guess. I don't know. Oh, he top deck another ranger. Gross. I mean, he got double 3 Inspector last time. Excuse me. Interesting. So now I can kind of go ham on my scavenging ooze. Fatal push. I think I'm gonna attack here. Make the same attack. See if he pops the Kami. Yep, that's fine. I think I'm gonna crack this Field of Ruin now. Yeah. I think about pushing this guy, but I kind of want to fatal push the Walking Ballista, so I doesn't keep pumping it up. And he could actually make the Ballista pretty big and probably be able to outgrow my Goyf. Oh, he drew Wrath, huh? Yep. I kind of want to save the Scoos activations for the Scoos that I have. Inquisition's a good draw. Okay, you can take the Walking Ballista. All my opponent has is 2 Squadron Hawks. Thing about it is my opponent's deck can grind. It's cool. It's like mono white, but it's like drawing clues and it's like Squadron Hawks a thing. You didn't play any Squadron Hawks? Really? I take the Kami, get that guy out of there. Maybe just plays 1. I think I exiled all the Rangers now. Is he trying to like take me out of black sources or something, or green sources? That's interesting. Guess I'll take the other Squadron Hawk. Oh, you drew Numeria. Good thing I have a scavenging ooze. I think I'm gonna just exile these guys now. Just to get the most damage in. Eat. I think I'm gonna exile again right now because I can go 8 or yeah. I don't want to lose not getting the damage in, so I'm just gonna exile the Theory Inspector. So next turn I can go double green. I don't know why he didn't play Scarlet Hawk. They spell planes. So that's game. Just way to push the Squadron Hawk. The thing about this mono white list is it I exile all the Squadron Hawks, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So he doesn't have any left. The thing that's cool, that sucks about this mono white list that my opponent's playing is it has a lot of lands. I think it has like 25 lands or something because it has a pretty high curve. Off to a good start. 7 viewers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry if I'm not as enthusiastic as I usually am. Pretty tired from work and I usually go to bed pretty soon, but I wanted to stream today and my girlfriend wanted to go to the gym, so I went to the gym with her and now I'm really tired. But hopefully you can get some good content here. Beat Mono White Martyr proc with no martyrs. I don't know. We saw Saracen, so it's definitely a martyr proc. Because I don't think you run Saracen without Martyr of Sands, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad everyone's tuning in. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday night. For people who are not on the West Coast, staying up, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you guys have anything to contribute to the chat, please go ahead. Hello there, how's it going, buddy? Are you a rock player as well, or did you find my stream by Twitch or Twitter, or how'd you come across the stream, buddy? I don't know how to say your username. Terran ASD. Poplar. I think I've played against this opponent before. I'm a Golgari enthusiast. How long have you been playing Golgari for, buddy? Have you been a long time Golgari fan? Oh, this hand. Why? On the draw, discard spells kind of slow. I'm gonna keep it though. I might draw a Black Source stuff. I would always lean to BGX. That's good. Like BGX, do you play like John, Abzan, Rock, even something like Sultai? Against Ponza, fuck me. That was a good draw. Gotta take a Blood Moon here. Do I take Blood Moon? No, I don't play take Blood Moon. Take Tireless Tracker. Because I can play through Blood Moon. Thanks to my handy dandy basic swamp. 5 basic swamps, baby. How do you like this deck in particular? What advantages do you feel like each deck has and what matchups are better for each? That's a good question. To be brutally honest, I like this deck a lot more than Abzan, which kind of pains me to say because I've been playing Abzan ever since I started playing the format, which I think is I started playing like half a year before Splinter Twin got unbanned, so whenever that is. But so I've been playing Abzan for forever, and I like this deck a lot more because it's just consistent. you know what I mean? Like what it does really well. It's just lean, just uh, the 3 mana base just adds another level of inconsistency that I don't like. Um, and Lingering Souls is just so bad right now. Like before, when I first started playing, if you played against any control variant, oh damn, uh, Lingering Souls would be uh, hmm. Lingering Souls would like just end the game versus a lot of decks like Control. It would just, but now Lingering Souls just isn't even worth playing anymore, which is sad to say. I'm trying to figure out if I can race and my opponent casting Inferno Titan. I'm trying to figure out if I should Abrupt Decay the Arbor Elf or let's offer the trade here. No tradesies. Oh, I could have also Liliana plus. Oh, I didn't think that through. I was trying to think of what I was applying to your thing. Could have Liliana plus. I think that actually would have been a better line. And now I just exposed my Liliana to the crackback. I think I'm just gonna Abrupt Decay the Arbor Elf. And I should have done this and gotten that extra point in. Yeah, I should have Lily plus and passed the turn. That was just not. I'm like talking and not playing at the same. It was just not good. But that's definitely what I'll do next turn, depending on what my opponent plays slash what I play. Draw next turn. Yeah, I this is what happens when you stream and you want to chat and stuff. It's oh no. Hmm. Definitely gonna attack down the Chandra. I think here I actually can minus and then plus. Oh, we can add mana. I'm not playing well at all right now. So I actually need to play the Liliana on plus because he can add mana with Chandra. I am sorry. Caught myself making a really bad play there. This Blood Moon is actually kind of helping me because that Keswick Wolf is actually pretty intimidating. Can't redirect anymore. My opponent's like, do I practice Chandra or do I attack the Liliana down? I mean, I guess I didn't get super punished for not plusing the Liliana. Bold move, Cotton. Bold move. I guess that makes my life easy. Just pulse the Chandra. Make my Tarmogoyf bigger. Just figure out if I want to discard Scavenging Ooze or Abrupt Decay. Definitely plussing here. I think I just take spin Abrupt Decay. It's like every other, like I'm not scared of Blood Moon anymore. It's funny because like I'd argue that the Blood Moon has affected my opponent more than me. Because this classic roll front is being neutered right now. So I just have lethal next turn. Just need to dodge one top deck. Just whiff one time, but please don't draw Inferno Titan. Thank goodness. Good old. So, as Justice, I don't know how I say your name, but one of the advantages of black green is obviously you can play around Blood Moon a lot better. So definitely like these Blood Moon decks, your matchup against these decks are a lot better, obviously. I think I'm gonna bring Damnation, takes care of Inferno Titan and all those little mini dorks. And this because it's a grindy matchup. Do I bring in Duress? What was my first match? It was against Martyr Proc, like that mono white. It's like that mono white deck with like Martyr Sands, Sarah Ascendant, and then like Ranger Reveals to tutor it up. And it has like random bombs like Elspeth, Archangel Avacyn, and like Wraths like Wrath of God, Hallowed Burial, stuff removal spells like Oblivion Ring and what's the other card? Banishing Light. I think I like the Duress here. It can't take their bonds, so I can take like Chandra and stuff. Keeping the Fatal Pushes because it does kill like Arbor Elves on the play. I don't like Brutality in this matchup. Because I mean, they have, I guess they bring in Anger of the Gods, which we kind of don't really care about. I can kind of see bringing in Kitchen Finks. No, I actually like all 4 Fatal Pushes because they have like Tireless Tracker. Maybe I brought out 1 Scavenging Ooze because I think they bring in Relics against us. Probably do something like this. Yeah, I think I like this. I like the last toe because it can kind of take over the game. CR Dorsey 1231. How's it going, dude? Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me, man. Oh, man. On the draw. On the draw. Okay. Please don't have 2 Blood Moons. Arlen Cord. Huh. Cute. Is Arlen Cord a removal spell? No. How does Arlen Cord transform? Oh, make a wolf transform. Da -da -da. That was a good draw. Play around Blood Moon effectively. Like, even if my opponent has Blood Moon now, it's like, is it worth it? So you can remove my Bob with Arlen Cord next turn. Drawing a lot of lands here. It's no bueno. Get the value that I can here. So Arlen Cord's pretty good. It's kind of a cool card. He's taking over the game. I wish this was a Thoughtseize. Or a Duress. Hopefully next turn I can play a Kalidas. Damn. I don't... He's generating a lot of card advantage here. I'm not drawing any removal spells. That Arlen Cord's pretty good. Combo with Tireless Tracker. Not looking good. Not looking good for the home team. Ten viewers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying watching me get wrecked by Ponza here. My opponent is clearly favored. Like, I need to draw like Fatal Push. I need to draw Fatal Push. That's fine. They bail off. Yeah. That was a good draw. That was a very, very good draw. Because now my opponent's hellbent. Got a bunch of zombies. That was very fortunate. My opponent still has 2 clues and an Arlen Cord, so oh, that damnation was clutch, dude. That damnation. Oh man, I don't know why people don't play sweepers in Rock, dude. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Naya. Ooh, Chandra. Hmm. What am I more scared of? Arlen Cord or Chandra? 3. It's gonna deal 3 damage to any target. Well, this can also deal 4 damage. Play Scoos. 2, 3. Can play Scoos. Attack. I could get rid of the Chandra, which I think might be the best play here. Because this one just, if he wants to transform, he can flip it back. I'm not scared of the plus. So I think I want to get rid of the Chandra here. Let's cast a discard spell first. Oh. Lucky. Let's attack here. Chandra. So now you can kill my zombie if you wanted to. Or just plus for no value. Cool. Arbor off. Nice. I'm not scared of the Arlen Court at this point, like at that time. But here, I think I play Feel the Ruin and play Scavenging Ooze. Oh, maybe I should have Feel the Ruin the Temple Garden. Get rid of his white source. No, I just pretty much effectively played around Blood Moon. And I really played around Blood Moon. Just make this guy as big as possible. That was fortunate draws for us for sure. Starting off good here. Starting off good. 2-0. Beating shitty deck like Ponza. Mass drop of puppets. Khalid, yep, the zombie were. My opponent's board. I don't know if when you start watching, my opponent's board was Obstinate Bailoff, Tireless Tracker, a couple tokens, Arbor Elf, and I had Cletus in play and top deck of Damnation like a little beezy, and those 3 zombie tokens were clutch for sure. Oh man. Cletus is so good, dude. Like, people are sideboarding Cletus, but I don't know. Cletus has been really good for me. God. I mean, this is kind of like a pseudo threat on the play with the discard spell. I think the discipline play would be mulligan in his hand, but we'll see. Like, a turn 1 discard spell is Bailoff. I don't have a Bailoff. My opponent had a Bailoff. My opponent's board was Tireless Tracker, Obstinate Bailoff, Arbor Elf, Wolf token from Arlencord, and my board state was just a Cletus. But the Cletus is good. Blue-white control, huh? Man, my hand is not that good against blue-white control. Can't I just take the path? Because my hand is just garbage anyway. And then if I draw like a Bob, then like my hand is insane. Or like my positioning in this game is insane. Oh, do you draw Serum Visions? Oh man, my hand's really bad against blue-white control. Just I don't have enough action. Top, that's really bad for us. Bob! I don't think it's worth thought seizing yet. Because I have all my opponent has is a Vendilion Click. Oh, that's gross. Oh, I'm not drawing enough action here. It sucks because I think I'm forced to do this. Because my opponent's hand, like, our position here is pretty even. He's just gonna run away again if they're searching for Excanta. Sucks that I'm ramping my opponent, but and yeah, my opponent has 2 Field of Ruins for my Treetop Village. I need a Tireless Tracker off the top. If I have a Tireless Tracker off the top, my positioning is insane. Okay, that's fine. That's expected. Tireless Tracker. Atomic Life is okay. That's an okay draw. Where's my Tireless Trackers at? Guess I'll get a swamp. Oh, that's worse. That's a really bad draw. I mean, hopefully my opponent draws nothing, and oh god. Cryptic Command? Opponent's just selling Cryptic Command right there. Oh god. That was a good draw. My opponent's top decks are way better than mine, I feel like. Aggro. I'm gonna save my Fatal Push for a Colonnade. I feel like he has a Fatal Path to Exile. No Path to Exile. My opponent's hand is trash. But my hand is trash too. Both of our hands are trash. My opponent's just gonna go aggro here. He has a 2-turn clock if he attacks with everything, including the Colonnade. Oh god. Thoughtseize bug. This isn't even that good. There's no creatures in the yard. Or there's a Ventilian Click, I guess. I wish I games like this versus control. Oh man. Bottom. Just bottom. Please. Top bottom. That's scary. So I know both cards? Oh, I know one card. He played one Field of Ruin. Okay. Bold move, Cotton. I'm just gonna exile the Path to Exile right now. Just because he top decks a Snapcaster Mage. Second Scavenging Ooze. Like, how much do I want to play into Terminus? He topped? I feel like he wouldn't top Terminus. I don't think he'd top a Terminus here. Play Scavenging Ooze. I feel like it's like a Planeswalker or something that he can protect. Search for Escanta? Oh, Spreading Seas. That's what he topped. So don't know any cards in his hand. I'm just gonna start exiling stuff. So it so he has less fuel for search for Escanta if he ever top decks it. I think I attack with just this guy. See if he offers a trade for all the tokens. These guys aren't going to get any bigger. Maybe the correct line was just attack with all. Oh man. At least that buffers my life total a little bit. Gosh, a tireless track off the top would be so good right now. Abrupt decay. I think I'm gonna take the sphere here. Here's all the condemn. At this point, I don't know if I want to commit the Bob to the board or not. Oh, interesting. With that block, I kind of don't want to commit the Bob to the board anymore. He's not going to just attack both. Guess I'll just exile another Sam Visions. Are you on the 32 decay trophy split? And if so, how does that feel? I'm currently on a 3 trophy 2 decay split, and it feels fine. Is he just gonna feel the ruin everything? Uh-oh. Oh man. That was a timely draw. Oh, he took it. Oh man. I don't know how I'm winning this game. Pretty unlikely. I really need Tyler's tracker this game. Or just to even have a shot here. Exile the cryptic command. Like, the longer this game goes, I feel like the less favorite I get. Because my opponent just has planeswalkers, you know, like bombs. I think I'm gonna play this Feel the Ruin and pass. Man. My opponent's really attacking my mana here. But I have a crap ton of basics. Kind of just expending resources here. He's also thinning his deck, I guess. Yep. Back to the earlier question, the only reason why I like rock a lot more than absent because like not necessarily Blood Moon, but Spreading Seas affects this deck a lot less, and Field of Ruin also affects it a lot less as well. Please resolve. At least next turn I can start attacking. I think I just let this happen. I'm not gonna feel anything. I have an Overgrown Tomb left, right? Yeah, I have an Overgrown Tomb left for this guy. Here, I think I'm gonna play the Field of Ruin. Just need to dodge one draw step? Assuming my opponent has nothing. Oh my god. Okay. I thought it was a Teferi. That would have been a lot worse. I need to draw. I'm gonna fail to find, just in case I draw Charlie's Tracker. I'm gonna exile my Bob here. Or, actually no. Just in case I draw Lilian the Last Hope. I think I'm gonna -2 and drain 2. Just so I can just start attacking with the Scavenging Ooze. Jeez. Man. That's a good draw. That gives me lethal next turn, assuming my opponent doesn't have anything. So my opponent has something. Oh man. That's close. That was a really close game. No creature in the yard to gain life. That was a really close game. Man. That was really close. God, man, those timely reinforcements are just gross. Like, by God. So I'm just going to bring in discard spells. Foam Range is pretty good. Get their colonnades and cut them off mana for their big bombs. Kitchen Finks. A lot of the removal, exiles stuff, but I still think it's just a nice to have another sticky threat. Cut Fatal Pushes. Actually, do I bring in Kitchen Finks? I guess I don't need to, because like all the removal literally just... Yeah, I think I can do this, and then maybe cut, excuse me, an Abrupt Decay. Do something like that. Something like that, yeah. Man, that was close. Considering how awful our hands and draws were, that was pretty good. So hopefully my opponent doesn't have an Oust or a Path to Exile. So this is where hopefully my... Oh, he topped. Don't path me, bro. Don't path me, bro. Oh, man. Every time I have a land turn 2 Bob, I never am able to. Oh, man. I'm never able to draw an extra card off it. Sucks. Maybe I can wait on this Collective Brutality. Maybe I just do it now. Just in case he has like a Cryptic Command in hand. Drawing lands as my next 2 draw steps does not feel good. Snap, cast Generator, and delay and click. She's probably going to enter turn V-click me. It's like, does he want me to have the second veil? So snap and one other card. I mean, the next turn I can just go minus minus. Our positioning isn't that bad. We're okay. Top. That's scary. I think I'm gonna hold off. I guess I can place land now. I don't know if I wanted to sandbag or not, but I'm gonna be plussing anyway, so. He has like a cryptic in hand, or that he topped, so I'm gonna plus here. This is like a snapcaster. Call it the cryptic, I guess. Me. Oh, you have this stream up tomorrow so we can watch. Wish I could stay up. I work early. Maybe. Yeah, no worries, dude. Depending on my time, oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Depending on when this ends, I'll probably put this up by tomorrow morning. But I appreciate you tuning in, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Let's buy okay here. Sure. The forest. It's this awkward state of like I don't want my opponent to draw land. I feel the ruin would have been nice here to protect the Liliana. No land. Oh, feel the ruin too. You got it, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, man. Have a good night. Oh, man. Yep. That was a good draw. Oh my god, for the Jesus Christ. Oh man. This is one of those matchups that are pretty bad for us. That's fine. I think I'd wait it out with this colonnade. I have a lot of answers to it. I don't want to waste this field, this Assassin's Trophy. If he like top decks a Jace or a Teferi or something, you know. Like my life total is a resource here because apparently if he's gonna have a removal spell for every goddamn Bob. Sure. I mean, you can take my Goif if he wants. Assassin's Trophy. Interesting line there. Let me see. 4, 8, 12, 5. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill the click here. Which kind of sucks. Colony attack. Yep, racing a colonnade. Bottom, bottom. One time, come on. Top, bottom. That's scary. That doesn't change our clock, I don't think. Yes, Terminus, yes, Terminus. So I need to draw like Fielder Ruin or Fulner Mage. Oh god, yes. We play on, boys, we play on. Oh my god, what a top deck. What a top deck, dude. Unbelievable. I'm gonna defer. Just get to draw fetch land. Do I want to do this now? 2, 3. I can play Tireless Tracker. So I just kind of want to wait. He plays Sell the Wreckage. He plays Sell the Wreckage. Wow, that's insane. I don't know. My hand was so bad. Does my opponent like not play Planeswalkers? Like, goodness gracious, this Fielder Ruin. That fielder on top deck was nasty. Absolutely nasty. The good news is we're also ahead on clock too, which is pretty important in this matchup. I don't think I can mold this. Wish it was a mob, but what are you gonna do? Oh, come on, Bobby. That was a good draw, actually. So let's just play Liliana. Oh, good old spell snare. Got me, buddy. You got me. I think I discard the book decay here. I can discard the land first. And if he has like an detention sphere, I can decay it. Huh. I could either A, decay this, and then plus, or just play the Liliana and then plus itself. I don't think it really matters. I guess I can save the decay for like a search for Ascanta. So like that, let's do that. Oh man, that's funny. Since my opponent's stuck on lands, I actually don't want to cast this Assassin's Trophy, so I'm going to play the Tarmogoyf, Abrupt Decay the Liliana, and then plus. Super good for us. Opponent not drawing fourth land is very good for us. That's like the last card I want discarded. Oh man. I think I just gotta keep going up the elevator here. Why didn't he path Goyf block Quagmire? Interesting. gonna plus here. Play on Cryptic Command. That's cute. It's cute play. Ooh, he has a tough decision apparently. Snapcaster or something else. So he has Snapcaster. Yes, best. Bottom, please. Yes. It's good for us. I think I'm just gonna keep going up on the elevator here. Don't think I'm gonna attack here. I want to leave out Fuel the Ruin mana just in case he top decks into the land. Yeah, if he topped, I would have, but he bottom both. But that's a good heads up place here, Dorsey. No, are you serious? Wow. What a top deck. Jesus Christ. Gosh darn it. Man, just need to avoid one draw. That's probably where we start losing the game here. Unfortunately. Okay, okay. That was a good draw. Just need to fade 2 draw steps? Jeez, this is asking a lot here. Asking a lot. Oh, got my wish. Come on, Bobby. Give me some love here. Okay. There's an argument for me for attacking Teferi, attacking life next turn. Bobby. I think I just attack my opponent. Yikes. Man. Oh, man. That's brutal. Those colonnades are gonna get there, aren't they? Yep, I don't think I have any outs here. Because I need to draw action, but like, ooh. Cash Tracker's not a bad draw. Oh no, he's gonna Vendilion click me? That's brutal. And I drew one tracker all 3 games. That's insane. Yep, that's game. GG. Man, that Teferi, dude, that top deck Teferi, that's so gross. Oh, man. Man, that top deck Teferi. I had that game, too. Just need to whiff one more draw step. Yep, that's game. GG. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. And just give me a second. man, that was a winnable game versus control. That sucks. That sucks. Oh well. Oh well. I actually think blue white is not a good matchup. I think it's slightly unfavored. Jesus, golly. I think it's slightly unfavored. Ah! I don't think I want the land. Oh gosh, am I against blue white control again? Jesus Christ. Could be banned spirits too. Nope, it's blue white control. Crap, I wanted to fetch in the turn. I'm gonna brutality here actually. And then next turn I can go Thoughtseize, Bob. What the fuck? What the fuck? I guess I'm taking Cryptic Command. Turbo Fog. Interesting. Interesting. What's its win condition? I'm gonna take the Aspertold and I can Assassin's Trophy the other one. The one that's in play. Like what's its win condition? That's what I want to know. Because it's obviously something broken with Aspertold, right? Okay. So we just cast an Explore. Kind of want to hold this swamp for... Nah. Draw Tireless Tracker, draw Tireless Tracker. What is in my opponent's hand? That's what I want to know. Does this deck play Wraths? Okay. Like, I don't know if my opponent plays Wraths or not. So I'm gonna like not want to play my Tarmogoyf. Plus, it's a 2-turn clock anyway. Like with Quagmire and Overgrown Tomb. So my opponent knows about 2 of these guys. Ooh, Colonnade. Okay. Maybe my Fatal Pushes will come into use. Scavenge Use, I actually just might play. Just in case there's some sort of like Snapcaster Mage shenanigans. I feel the ruin you back, buddy. Buddy old pal. Didn't expect that one, huh? So I just have lethal here, right? What is this? Oh. So just an not even an explorer, just yeah, okay. What is this deck? I don't understand. Like, is this Wind Condition Celestial Colonnade? I don't understand what's going on here. I'm so confused. Like, I guess discard spells seem good. Fulminators for Colonnade. Nissa. Do I board in Surgicals against this deck? I mean, Last Hope seems pretty shitty. Fatal Push seems shitty. Did Abrupt Decay do anything? Abrupt Decay hits As Foretold. Do I want Surgical Extraction? What is this deck? I kind of want to like. I need to know what this deck is. Like I just saw Fogs and Time Warps, so I just bring in discard. Like, do I want Surgicals? I don't know. Turns with white. With like Fogs. I don't know. That's not true. I don't. That's because they can just cast Time Warp and then just go to the next turn, so they're not spending that. They just cast one spell a turn because they just infinite Time Warping. I don't think Damping Sphere is good in this deck. It turns off Calciform pools, the storage land, but I don't think it's worth the sideboard slot. I think I'd rather have Surgical Extraction. I don't know. Maybe we'll just try this and then board in Surgicals if need be. I don't know. Discarding Scavenging Ooze is not a bad way to start. Yeah, I could see things coming in too. I just don't know what the cut would be. Sessional Visions. That's cute with As Foretold. Okay. Get my clock on. My opponent has three cards in hand. Two of them are unknown. Brutality is a good draw here. Play Scoos. I also had Path. So if my Scoos gets Path, I don't think I care that much. Let's Duress, take the Temporal Mastery, worst case scenario. Oh. Okay. Probably. I mean, I can see the argument for it. Oh, man. I can definitely see the argument for it. I'm going to Brutality, Escalate, Drain 2, and then play Tarmogoyf as well. Wish I could take the Teferi. Just go full aggro. I'm gonna have a 2-turn clock. Do I want to play Bob here? Like, Teferi doesn't do shit. I didn't see any rats, though. I don't think I need to play Dog Croffnot yet. So do I want to deploy another threat? Like, if he answers my Tarmogoyf, I don't have lethal. I guess I play Dark Confidant. Three turns off Ancestral Visions. Sorry, I don't have the I guess you call it a hotkey. I don't have that enabled. I can pull up the deck list after this game. I need to figure that out. Sorry, buddy. What is he thinking? Oh, okay. Yep. So he needs like a Wrath here. Okay. Interesting. I don't even know what to call this deck. I don't know. um, Orc of New York. Here is the list that I am currently running. I can pull it up for a little bit before I start the last match of my league. Main thing is 24 lands, 3 Field of Ruin, 3 Tireless Tracker, 3 Bobs. That's kind of the main thing. I have 2 Decays, 3 Trophies, 1 Pulse, 4 Push, 6 Discard Spells. If Orgo of New York, if you are in the Golgari Facebook group, my stream posted there. If not, you can go to my Twitter, and I posted the picture, this exact screenshot of my deck list on my Twitter. And if you want, you can post your list, and we can compare after my last match. But I'm gonna try to get this last match going, because I need to wake up early tomorrow. But yeah, that's the main takeaway. 4 push, 2 decay, 3 trophies, my rule suite with 1 pulse, Cletus main, 2 mainland split, 5 basic swamps, which is a lot apparently to a lot of people, but I think it's fine. I can see that 5th swamp being a fetch land for Tireless Tracker, Fatal Push, Revolt, extra green source. Sure, this hand's a little slow, but it has interaction. Interaction is good. Well, why do I think I'm against Storm? This smells like Storm to me. Makes me want to cast Collective Brutality. What a shitty hand. My goodness. I'm probably going to top deck Gifts Ungiven and just kick my ass here. I think I'm going to play Dark Confidant over Tarmogoyf, so I can dig harder into Skoos. Scavenging Ooze. No. And it's funny because the Dark Confidant's actually a faster clock than Tarmogoyf right now. Wish I could play Cletus here. Scavenging Ooze. Come on, baby. Field of Ruin. So my opponent has no known cards other than that, so I'm going to play this Cletus here. Just need to hope my opponent whiffs. I know 4 of the 5 cards. Just need to dodge Gifts Ungiven, really. Where's my Scavenging Ooze at? I'm tempted to like Fatal Push this Cletus just to increase my clock here. This might sound crazy, but with sleight of hand. Need to dodge a Gifts Ungiven here, I think. That was lucky. But my opponent's hand was just garbage. I don't know what the hell he was. I never played Storm. Do you keep a hand with 3 rituals and a Grape Shot? I don't know. I guess you do. I'm greedy and play 5 lands, but my Locust has a lot of grind, so it works. I mean, yeah, if your meta's full of grind, then like, well, the thing is, do you have 3 Quagmires, 2 Treetops, or do you have 2 Quagmires, 3 Treetops? That's the question there. In this matchup, I like to board in Languish. I'm not sure a lot of people do that, but I board in Languish because of Empty the Warrens. My sideboard is actually pretty built to beat Storm because I have the Yard Hate here, discard spells, more Yard Hate, more discard spells, and 2 Damping Spheres. Like my like 2/3 of my sideboard is dedicated to Storm, so I'm pretty well equipped to beat it. What I board out against Storm is I board out 3 Assassin's Trophies because Assassin's Trophy is god awful against Storm because you trophy their Brawl, they get an extra land, and they like the mana they gain from it. The land that they gain from it untapped is pretty much like a mini ritual. So they're just awful. Last Hope is bad. Doesn't do enough. I Shave 2 push. I'm not sure if they board out all of their. They board out most of their cost reducers, so I shave 2 pushes, and then I shave 2 trackers. And then I also shave the 2 decays because the decays, they don't run Blood Moon anymore. So the only real target is Empty the Warren tokens and cost reducers, and at that point I just rather have 2 fatal push. Other than that, I think this is good to go. 3 Treetop, 2 Hissing Quagmire. I like that split. I think I would err on the side of more Treetops, less Quagmires. Because before I made my switch, I had 3 Treetops, 1 Quagmire. This hand's a little loose, but I do have Surgical Extraction, so it's kind of something. I'm kind of soft to Empty the Warrens, but I have Bob to dig me out of it. And I have that, so I have my bases covered for a Grape Shot kill with Surgical Extraction and Empty the Warrens kill with Languish. Sculpt in his hand. That looks a lot better than the last Stormed hand, who drew 0 cantrips. That's a good draw. It's a good draw here because now next turn I can pressure with Liliana. 9 viewers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Apologize for me not being as enthusiastic. Like I said earlier in the stream, pretty tired. I'm usually asleep by now because I have work 5 in the morning and it's 10:30 local time. But 9 viewers currently. Appreciate everyone tuning in, joining, and hanging out with me. As always, it's always fun to have a crowd while I stream. Interesting decks that I played today for sure. Looks like my opponent's going for an Empty the Warrens kill here. Oh, piece of the puzzle. Okay. Why did he need a ritual? What is my opponent doing? Puts Opt, Steam Vents, Lightning Bolt. Opt, Steam Vents, Lightning Bolt in graveyard, so he has Empty the Warrens, Opt, and then 1 unknown known. I think this is a good opportunity to stick a Liliana here, and plus discard the other Liliana. And then if he tries to go off with Empty the Warrens, I can Surgical it. Okay. 3 bolts, huh? That's a lot. That's a lot of bolts. It's a lot of bolts. What my hand's missing is a clock, so that's what's kind of bad here. More pieces of the puzzle. Puts pieces of the puzzle, slide hands, piece of puzzle, slide a hand, island. I think I'm gonna Inquisition take the pieces here, based off the theory of the 5 cards. Gifts ungiven. I got plus. Discarding Languish. He'll probably discard one of the Empty the Warrens. So there's an argument to Surgical the other Empty the Warrens, but kind of want my opponent to play out his hand. He could also just end a turn Gifts Ungiven, which plays into my Surgical as well. Where is the page that talked about earlier? The Facebook group. If you have a Facebook or from New York, it's if you look up. Give me a second. I can look up the name. I think it's just called BG Rock. That was a good draw. It's if you have a Facebook, search BG The Rock Magic the Gathering. So if you just search BG space the space rock, it should come up. Here I'm tempted to pass the turn. No worries, dude. No worries. There's probably like a value gifts here. Because at this point with like a Liliana, it'll be very difficult for my opponent to grape shot me out. So the only real worry I have is Empty the Warrens. So I kind of want to pulse Surgical and then just kind of be able to empty my hand. That would be the ideal situation here. Yeah, so he value gifts, like I said. I think I just been the Manamorphose and Serum Visions. Serum Visions takes 3 cards, Slaughter Hand takes 2. So I think I'm just gonna bin the Manamorphose and Serum Visions. Manamorphose, Serum Visions. Just gonna empty the warrants here. Yep. It's fine by me. It's just a matter of if I want a surgical. I think Gifts Storm only plays 2 Empty the Warrens, so I'm tempted to surgical Gifts I'm given here, and then cycle my Spell Bomb, and then Pulse, and then just plus with Liliana. So I think that might be the best play. Oh, he had one in hand. Oh man, I am so lucky. Gosh. So what's his win conditions? 2 grape shots and another empty the warrens. Good to know. Good to know. It actually makes me not want to practice spell bomb then. Yeah, I think it's fine. Turn target creature. There's no like bounce spell, right? So I'm not be scared of like a repeal for my Liliana. Just grape shots. Yeah. Sounds good to me. And hold off on the Scavenging Ooze, because I want to plus with the Braid in hand for my opponent. Now I got a clock, so I just need to keep plusing this Liliana. Yep. Good game, buddy. I've noticed, so that's the thing with Rock I've noticed, that's kind of an interesting change for me personally, is when you play against Rock, when you play against Storm as Rock, um, you're winning the game way later. Like, this is turn 8. Like, I'm so used to, like, when you're on, like, Abzan or something, you're, like, racing. You're, like, racing, trying to, like, beat face with Goyf. But with Rock, like, it's a little slower because I don't know, like maybe because there's no Grimflare and you can't really effectively kill them with Bob, so you're like kind of like in a way you're like trying to lock them out. Where you like this game theory was like this game was the perfect example where you had like surgical and a way to deal with empty the warrants tokens. So you make them exhaust all the resources into empty the warrants tokens. You languish or you Pulse or whatever, and then you kind of make them try to grape shot you if possible, but you have like surgicals to kind of clean up the board, or you have like a spell bomb, so like it turns out they're passive flames, because like for them to kill you with grape shot they need passive flames to be able to just constantly refuel like the number of spells they're playing. Because like if you don't have Passion Flames, their maximum spells they can cast is like maybe 7-ish. Like obviously it could be infinite because of Mana Morpho, so it could be, I don't know, if you want like the maximum that's not very probable, like not even a percentage, um, it would be like 13 or whatever, or 11, right? So it's like they can't Grape Shot kill you without Past and Flames, and that's where Nihil Spellbomb comes in, and that's why I surgical the Gifts and Given, because uh, it unless they just draw perfectly, um, your chances of winning the game is just unlikely because they need to draw all those pieces that they would naturally gifts for. And the reason why I did do that is because I already have the Lily on way, so their hand is constantly pressured, so they can't keep those sufficient cards in hand. Um, 3 Scoos also helps too, so it's pretty good. But yeah, another 4-1 on stream. It's been pretty good. The only loss was to Blue White Control, and that was due to them top decking a fucking Teferi when I had a Lily on Ultimate. But yeah, I love Scoos. Yeah, so there was a question asked earlier. The difference is between Abzan and Rock, and the last app version of Abzan I played was a traverse version, and I only had one Scoos, maybe two, and you can kind of squeeze a second Scoos in there with when there's a lot of Dredge online. And I guess this is still just defensible because of like all the Arc like Phoenix decks still. A lot of decks kind of lean on the graveyard a lot, and this deck runs 3 Scoos, and I think 3 Scoos is a good number for sure. So to go back to why I like Rock more than Abzan, because I think I like to really want to reiterate it, is I was talking about yard hate, and this deck folds so much less to yard hate. Because when you have Rest in Peace against Abzan, it shrinks your Broom Flares, it makes your Goyce shitty creatures, and it shuts off half of your Lingering Souls, so it's very unfortunate. This deck, the only card that really shuts off is Tarmogoyf. It shuts off the second half of Lunala Last Hope, which is unfortunate. But in matchups where you keep this in against the Rest in Peace deck, you're racing to ultimate, so it's pretty negligible. And the only other card out of the sideboard is Kitchen Finks versus Rest in Peace, but that's fine. But I think that's why I really like this deck, because Tireless Tracker is just a card that's immune to yard hate. She's a boss. Definitely one of the reasons why Rock is playable by itself and doesn't need a third color. I've been playing 3 to 4 Scooch for a long time. One of my favorite cards. It's good versus Zoo, Aggro Mage, and Combo Grave decks, just a house. I agree 100%. It felt not as good like half a year to a year ago. Like Scooch just didn't feel like this is based on me playing Abzan, of course, because I only played Abzan before Rock, which I just only been playing for about a month-ish. Like Scavenging wasn't that good. I feel like it was good. Like you main deck 2, like 2 was a good number. And when you drew the second one, it was like like it was not that great. Most of the time you'd rather just have a Tarmogoyf because it beats Fate faster. Like against Tron, like Scavenging was just awful. Like it's just a bear, it doesn't do anything. But now with like all these mid-range decks leaning on the yard, like Mardu Pyromancer, against like Arc like Phoenix decks, Dredge, you want to kill them all. You just have a bunch of removal spells in the deck, so then you gain a bunch of life against like Humans, Affinity, like you said, aggro matchups, and mid-range Scavenging Ooze ends up being a huge, big beater late game, and gains you at least a couple life, so it buffers you when you try to race back and forth. You're 100% correct. Scavenging Ooze is just so good, and I looked at the original Rock list and I saw 3, and I was like, 3 is kind of a lot. But playing the deck, this is like ever since I started tracking, I I started tracking my win rates with Rock after I ran Bob's because I was trying to figure out which list I liked. Um, but every list had Scavenging Ooze, and 3 Scoos just feels so good right now. And this is my 9th league, I think, with Scavenging Ooze, 3 Scavenging Ooze. With Bob's, it's more. I tried the Tassiger version, and they did not like it at all. Um, yeah, but Scavenging Ooze has been a house in this meta, and 3 is definitely the right number in my opinion. I've been on Strape and Greenlight for a long time, so just one of the best options even back then. Uh, yeah, I can see that too, especially because you didn't have Tireless Tracker, so I'm sure you wanted to fill that 2-drop void, and I don't think Grimflare is good enough. Like, this deck isn't built around Grimflare. Like, I think one of the advantages of this deck is that it doesn't fold to Yard Hate, so when you have Grimflare, you're kind of more susceptible to it. But yeah, no, I really appreciate you chiming in and chatting Orc of New York. It's super fun. I was considering tax rituals. That's the version I started with. I started with Hugon's list, with the 20. But I was so stubborn. I was like, I don't want 25 lands. I want 24 lands. Um, and it just didn't feel right. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, it just didn't have enough early game. Like, you saw a lot of those games, I just landed a Tar Confidant on turn 2, and it was like a must answer threat. And that's what I like about it, is like, yeah, maybe I don't draw a card Tar Confidant, but it's one less removal spell for a Tireless Tracker. And this deck is based around Tireless Tracker, I'll argue that. She's so good. And when you don't have that early threat that eats the removal spell, then then your Tireless Tracker is more susceptible. Um, and on top of that, so my history with this deck was I started with Hugon's list, was this 25 lands Tassigers. 20, sorry, I said 24 lands Tassigers, and it just didn't feel right. I I didn't want 25 lands. I refused to play a mid-range deck with 25 lands. Didn't feel right. I was not doing great in leagues. I was doing 2-3, 3-2s. Um, so I cut the Tassiger. Sorry, so I played 25 lands with Tassiger because everyone's like, you need 25 lands, 25 lands, 25 lands, and I played like 3 leagues, and I noticed that if you don't draw Tireless Tracker, this deck leans so hard on Tireless Tracker. We have 25 lands, and if you don't draw your Tireless Tracker, you are screwed because you just have so much air. So if you don't get the value off your Tireless Tracker, you just lose the game because your deck is just too much fluff and not enough action. So I cut the Tastigers, the 25th land, and a tracker, the 4th tracker for 3 buffs, and it's the glue that pulls the deck together, and it's so good. I read this stuff, but about Bob, I completely disagree. I kind of agreed with him initially because I played Dark Confidant and Abzan, and the difference between Dark Confidant and 2-color deck and Dark Confidant and a 3-color deck is so huge. Because in a 3-color deck like Jund and Abzan, you're starting the game on 14, 15 life just to fetch shock and get your colors on average. Yeah, you'll have hands with like your Shambling Events in Abzan, and then your Blooming Marsh, or like in Jund you'll have like your Blackcleave Cliffs, your Raging Ravines, and those games you'll be painless. But those decks have 9 fetch lands. You're fetching and shocking, so you can be the most mana efficient you can in this format as fast as modern. So your starting life is like 14, 15, and that doesn't work with Bob. I'm sorry, it just doesn't feel good. But with Rock, your starting life total is on average 18. 19 maybe, and 17 if you're fetch shocking for an overgrown tomb. Like there's one game I had like fetch land, Fielded Ruin, Dark Confidant. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch shock to cast a discard spell or cast a fatal push on turn 1. So 17 life. So it's on average it's like 18 life. There's a lot of games where I was still at 20 life, and I was like, I'm playing a mid range deck and I'm still at 20 life. This is insane. So when your starting life total is on average 19 versus 14, that's 5 life. And if your average converted mana cost is like 2, that's 2 to 3 cards extra that you could have drawn if you had that extra life. You know what I mean? So, knock on wood, I haven't died to Bob yet, and not even close. Like Bob has been really good. This is why I've been on GM for long. I love the mana base. Yeah, Feel the Ruin has been so. I saw Feel the Ruin and I was like, it's okay. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna try it because everyone has it. And by God, this card's so good, dude. Like it kills Colonnade, it kills Ravine, it shuts off greedy third mana bases. It synergizes with Tyrus Tracker late game. It's so good. It kills man lands like Inkmoth Nessus against like Boggles. It kills their Dryad Arbor. It's like it just does so much. Like I thought it was just more like a mana denial plan because like on the Azan side of things, like I'll see people, field ruin my white source and then they'll field ruin my Gala Shrine, field ruin my Temple Garden, and I run out of white source. I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. That's kind of like a late game lock you out. But man, it is a super good at defensively like killing things. That's so good. I've only died to Bob once and I've been on. That's a good stat line, man. That's a good stat line. Like people are like, I have people are like scary. Like, oh, I have three thought seizes, not two. I'm like, I come from a standpoint of playing three colors, and I still had three thoughts, these three inquisitions with Bobs and Abzan and Jund. So to have a two-color mana base, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, dude, sure, but this has been a lot of fun. Orc of New York, thanks for you especially. Thanks for tuning in and chatting and hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun interacting with everyone and going through lines and it's Magic's one of those things where yeah I'm playing, but it's fun to have people go along with me for the ride. So it's appreciate everyone who has tuned in so far. Um, uh, Still have 12 viewers that are just listening me just ramble on about rock and how fucking badass it is. But I really like this deck. This deck is um, fits my playstyle a lot. I really enjoy it more than Absent. I really enjoyed Absent, and I would like that was my deck for over what I don't know whenever I started playing Modern, which is a long time ago, right before Splinter turned banned. Um, and I thought that was like my playstyle, but like this deck is just like a glove. Like Tireless Tracker is my favorite card, and just the way this deck utilizes all of its mana with like man lands, Tireless Tracker, and it's just so good. Um, but yeah, just really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Orc of New York, thanks for the follow, man. Uh, I really honestly thanks for chatting and hanging out. It's super fun. Just to just talk about Magic, talk about just like this is my favorite hobby. This is what I do. To, just you know escape from the world, from world stress. And just it's fun to hang out, meet people who I wouldn't have met before. Just hanging out and chatting and stuff. But yeah, it's time to wrap it up. Time to go to bed. I am exhausted from work, but I appreciate everyone for tuning in, joining me, hanging out. It was fun. If you guys want to support me, you guys can just follow my Twitch channel, like how Orc of New York just did. If you guys want up-to-date posts about when I'll stream next, that'll be on Twitter. What sucks is my Twitter handle is an extra digits because someone stole the KO Diamonds. So on Twitter, it's twitter.com/KO Diamonds22. If you guys want to follow me, I'd appreciate that. I post random things on there too. About my stream, about Magic and stuff. So, but yeah, this is super fun. It's always fun, like always. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.